Boop. Okay, should have. Boop. Just leave that there. Nobody cares if there's a blanket, right? Let's see. I'm trying to get decent lighting. That's not really working. Let's rotate maybe. Whoops. Oh, I'm just a hot mess right now. That's too dark. It's either too dark or too bright. So this is what we're going with. Let's just, I'm doing this on my phone rather than my computer because the phone's got a better camera. But I don't know if that's looking, I'm going to turn on the lamp and see if that helps. Hang out with me, hold on. That made almost no difference. Any light is fine. Okay, thanks, Melissa Joy. All right, guys, it's Kim Kim. Hi, how's it going? It is New Year's Eve, and we're not gonna do anything because we're old ladies at heart. Yeah, so we figured that a live stream while we're here home is pretty good. And then later we're just gonna like play Pokemon until midnight. I seem really chipper. I'm in a good mood today. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of like, well, okay, I didn't think this up. Daniel thought this up because he was out earlier, and he thought he was going to be the one doing the live stream. God words, right? Cats, please don't fight. What's your favorite in the new gen? Alcremie. Best Pokemon. So anyway, Daniel wanted to do like our decade in review, and talk about like where we were in each year and stuff like that. And so he's gonna like pass that information up to me so I can talk to you guys about it. Is this gonna be saved to the channel when we're done? Probably. We usually save our live streams for people to watch later, so you know, I would count on that being a thing. So I'm gonna give it a couple minutes before I walk down memory lane, just to like give people time to come in because I think we're a little early. So hi Kia is just like, I should look at the photos on my phone to kind of jog my memory on like where we were in the past couple years. I'm talking to you guys on my phone. Is everyone excited for the new year? Yeah, no, we're, I mean, there's a lot of things to look forward to in 2020. Where's the video from Westworld Mall I was in? Hey, yes, hi. Okay, so the Westroads Mall video, turns out, even though going and talking to people at the mall is great, for like getting, you know, a diverse group of people to do on the spot interviews with, the audio was absolutely unusable. It's going to be up today, but basically what we had to do is we just had to like talk about the, like what everybody said, what you guys said. Like we're gonna like use snippets of the actual footage to like show everybody who talked to us and like how much we appreciate the fact that you guys talked to us. But we tried for a week to figure out a way to make that audio usable, but like the din of the background noise, because we were stupid and we were like, let's film this right, you know, by the friggin' lunch area, the food court. I was the guy with the fangs. You were one of my favorite people to talk to. You were very cool. Thanks for hitting up our channel, by the way. Eliza, that's not your food. God damn it, the cats. Sorry. Yeah, we could fix that stuff with a different mic choice, but like, you know, didn't figure that out till afterward. It's Kim Kim. Hi, it's Kim Kim. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna give it a little bit and we're gonna talk about what our decade was, but I'm getting a lot of questions about Abigail. So we're gonna talk about Abigail real quick, and we'll probably get questions about this later too. So like expect this topic to return because it's the new hot entropy system thing. Ooh, new little came out and took on Twitter. I'm sorry, I'm being snarky. Flabshit Commons is loud all the time. I know. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a good idea. So, okay. We had that day. Was like day 4 of really intense trauma nightmares. And the more nightmares we have in a row, the worse it affects us during the day because like you don't get good sleep when you have nightmares, you know, and you don't like, then we're usually afraid to go to sleep because we know more nightmares are coming, and so that makes it for even worse sleep. So we're tired, we're not handling the anxiety well. So the day that, oh hey Eliza, the day that Abigail came out, we were like, the flashbacks were so bad we had to call into work. We were like, hey, so there's literally no way we can leave the apartment, sorry. Yeah, so it was just not a good day. And then, you know, we're sitting here and all of a sudden we feel like Wynn is sitting there and she feels the presence of this little that she doesn't recognize. And it's just happiness, just really simple happiness that she feels. And so she kind of like lets herself go into that feeling and you know, lets the little real close to the front. Abigail didn't actually front during that time, but she was close enough that like we forgot everything, like any emotion other than just like a really content happiness was gone. And so that was a nice little break. Also, like a few days ago, Jacob was like, hey, just so you guys know, Jessica fused with me. We're like, okay. But like, it also kind of feels like her essence was sprinkled around into everybody. Because like, I'm a lot more chipper, Daniel's a lot more outgoing. Like, I don't know if this is gonna be a long-term effect, but like, we're all like a little bit brighter since Jessica fused. But like, it's weird to me, the only reason I bring that up is it's weird to me that Jessica came out and fused and then Abigail surfaced. So anyway, later that night, you know, Wynn's like, hey, Eliza, what are you doing? She's like, hey, you know what, like, we've got these little avatar makers on our phone. Please, you know, make yourself, if you want to write in a notebook to let me know about you. You know, we're trying to be really, really welcoming and be like, hey, you know, at your own pace, come say hi, whatever. And so she gets on, she makes herself on this little avatar maker, and then immediately like is like sensing the information of like our avenues of talking to you guys and goes to all of them and is like, hi, is this where I talk to friends? You know, because she just wanted to be social, and Andrew was asleep by this point because he is a nurse and he has to wake up at ungodly hours in the morning. So she didn't wake him up, which I appreciate, but she just wanted to chat and wanted to interact. And I thought that was really great. Also, you guys were really great. I didn't think it was great that she went to social media because we try to keep our littles offline and stuff because, oh boy, we've had some creepy people in the past, but you guys were amazing. Like, so many of you were like, hi, Abigail, it's great to meet you. Is Kit nearby? Is Wynn nearby? You should probably talk to an adult. Make sure you don't post too much on here. It's not safe. And like very gently kind of guided her away to, you know, like away from posting on Twitter, and like, you know, got her to put the phone down, go to bed, and be safe. And she didn't experience anything bad, and no one, you know, everybody was happy and it was great. So like, I'm gonna say what I keep saying is In Tropical Fish are the best online community ever. Yeah, no, right? Like, I'm amazed that, like, first of all, I'm surprised that so many people acted that way. Like, I guess I'm not surprised. I'm just, like, reminded how awesome you guys are. But yeah, so they, Abigail doesn't seem like she's newly made. She definitely has memories, like, from, you know, like early childhood, like body early childhood. Like that thing she was saying that, my name is Abigail, I have honey blonde hair and blue eyes. Like that's something that's Wynn's mom, like sort of like playfully had us introduce ourselves as. Like, hi, I'm Bronwyn. I have honey blonde hair and blue eyes. And like that was like her cute way of, you know, making us look cute or whatever. So the fact that that phrase came up, which is something that most of us completely forgot about at this point in our life, means that she almost certainly is from that time frame. What's the avatar maker called? We are actually gonna do a review on a bunch of phone avatar makers coming up soon. We've been screenshotting or screen recording ourselves, like making ourselves in the avatar makers, so you guys can see like how cool customization works, and you can find one that you like. Sometimes it's hard to keep littles off social media. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Hide passwords from the littles. But since it's on our phone, everything auto logs in. And so, you know, that doesn't exactly work. But so Abigail has not fronted since then. She kind of did. We got Karen a Monster High coloring book or like activity book. And as soon as she saw that, she was like, kind of like nudging towards the front, like, ooh, is this, and we were like, hey, you know what, like, we have other coloring books, you can use those, but this is only for Karen, please respect that. And she did. She was like, oh, that's only for Karen, okay, and kind of, you know, like drifted back, and then Karen got to come out front and you know, play with her activity book, and that was great. So far, what I know about Abigail is she's 3 years old, she is clever, she is happy, and she is very respectful of other people's boundaries. They love talking to your friends. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Like littles, I mean, they're kids. They need to be social somehow. Who's out? It's Kim Kim. What lessons have you learned since starting the channel? Are you glad that you started and continued it? Yeah, absolutely. So like, we learned a lot. We got tough skin. We learned how to handle extreme adversity. We learned how to like balance what kind of information we share and what we don't. We learned that Tumblr is a cesspool. No, we did learn a lot. And honestly, I think we're like stronger as a system for starting the channel, because being able to record our own thoughts and experiences, and then the others can go back and watch those videos. The questions you guys ask us are questions we never would have thought to ask ourselves, but it's led to like really interesting growth and insight into one another. Also, the channel was the way that Andrew got to know all of us. Like when we first got diagnosed, Andrew was understandably confused and a little uncomfortable. And you know, he's not like a super extroverted person, so the idea of just like bam, now there's a bunch of people living with you, like overwhelmed him a bit. But he was able to watch our videos and kind of get to know us without having to react to us right away, you know, because he could like process the information on his own while he's watching the videos, and then, you know, then come out and ask us questions and reach out to us later. So like it made our relationship with Andrew stronger. It made our relationship with each other stronger. It gave us a lot of hope towards the outside world and like made us more confident towards the future. Like just knowing how people react when we tell them about our DID, it made us very confident. So like, yeah, no, it was very, it was just, I'm glad we did the channel. It's been hard sometimes, but it's ultimately been really great. Pregnant only in the inner world, or the body pregnant? We're talking about pregnancy. Somebody said alters can't get pregnant. Alters can do like whatever. Alters can get pregnant. Like why would that not be a thing? Does Abigail have a place in the underworld? I'm not sure. She's not in the room with, she's not in my apartment with the other two little girls. Can you not put your butt in the air, please? Can you put your butt down? Nobody wants that. Put your booty down. I'm gonna put you on the floor. 1, 2. All right, 3. No cuddles for you. Kitty wants to snuggle. Yep. But she wants to snuggle with her stinky butt in the air, and that's not gonna happen. Totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, channel, good, channel, good. Why do pets always present butts? I don't know. It's like, I guess, like, they sniff each other's butts to, like, get to know one another, so maybe it's, like, an endearing thing, but I don't like it. So yeah, who wants to hear about the entropy systems decade? Boop, boop. Is that even a fun idea or nah? Is anybody else around? Okay, yeah, they generally, I don't know. My cat is awful about that. I just want to, all right, so 2010, we graduated high school in 2009. So 2010, when the decade began, we were at one of the state colleges that's not in Omaha. It was a little further out. We were a music major, which is stupid. No offense to any music majors out there. Like, it's just like the music, getting a job in any music field is so hard. And that's not something we would have done well in. So yeah, but we did one semester that way. And then, like, bad stuff happened. Fast forward 2011, we got into the Army to escape from bad stuff. Music major equals spend the next 4 decades hunting independent work. Yeah. Do you live near the mall, or were you just visiting? I mean, I'm not gonna say exactly where I live. I live in Omaha. Yeah, and I can say that because we have a P.O. box. So, like, if the P.O. box is in Omaha, it's pretty obvious that we're in Omaha. But I'm not gonna say anything more specific. So, yeah, so Army was terrible. We get into basic training in April of 2011. Almost immediately, pelvis breaks. Yeah, so that happens, and we are in basic training, healing and stuff for 9 months and 3 days. Please don't be worried about music majors. No, I'm not saying, like, mad props to anyone who goes into any art field, because it's a lot of work and a lot of sacrifice, and it's very, very hard to, like, get a job in that area. And I'm just saying, like, that would not have been good for us. Like, that was dumb for us. We didn't play anything. We were vocal, singing, whatever. So yeah, pelvis breaks, and we're in basic training for 9 months and 3 days. 9 months and 3 days on the dot. We counted. It was terrible because, like, the drill sergeants all treated me, or us, whatever. I wasn't around during this. But, like, treated us like a day 1 private the entire time. So just, like, the mental stress of being there and being, like, shit on all the time was terrible. Then we get to AIT, which is like, oh my god, DID-ing me, thank you. We get to AIT in 2012 in January, and we, it's in Oklahoma, which is the worst. I'm sorry to anyone who lives in Oklahoma, but, like, I hate Oklahoma. I hate it. Our job was Patriot missile operator, which is not a job because there's already a new anti-missile system that deploys. So basically, if you fail out of another job people in Oklahoma hate Oklahoma. Fair. Um, yeah, so if you fail out of another job in the military, you get sent to the Patriot missile system because it doesn't, there's nothing to it. So like 50% of my graduating class were fail outs from other schools. One of them, very conveniently, was a fail out of EOD school. EOD is the job that Andrew has. So this guy was friends with, well, this guy was scum, but he knew Andrew and pretended he was friends with Andrew. And so when I got stationed in Texas after I graduated from AIT, I was like, nobody else is going to Texas. Like, what am I gonna do? And he's like, oh, I know this guy. You could be friends with him, and introduces us on Facebook. And then July 4th, I go to Fort Hood, Texas. I'm saying it's the system I. Like, obviously Kim was not a part of this, but like I equals the system. This guy sucked, but we got our husband out of it. Yeah. No, he was like just the biggest tool. I keep losing my track. You guys keep posting like really funny comments. Anyway, July 4th, we're at Fort Hood, Texas. We meet Andrew and instant best friends. Like, we're like, all right, let's go hang out. So we go out to dinner, have like great conversation, go out and buy each other our favorite books to like give one another and be like, you should read this. And then we hang out literally every day after that. And then we got married a bunch of years later. So that was our 2012. 2013, we get booted out of the Army because our pelvis still hasn't healed. Turns out the muscle, it wasn't just the pelvis that cracked, it was the muscle completely ripped off the pelvis, like on the inside of the thigh. And they didn't find that until they did an ultrasound on the muscle in 2012 or 2013. Mind you, this happened in 2011. 2013, they did the ultrasound and we were like, can you fix this? They were like, well, if they'd found it on time, then yes, but it's already healed incorrectly, so this is gonna be with you forever. It's like, oh, great, thanks, military doctors who kept telling us it was all in our head. They were being so rude to you? Yeah. Does it still bother? Yeah, no, that's still something we have to deal with. Like, we have to be really, really careful when doing lower body at the gym, because if we are not, then we're back on our cane, and that sucks. Yeah, and then we're also having like really like intense PTSD stuff from the bad stuff that we joined the Army to get away from, right? And so they let us out on a mental, like on a disability thing. So now we are 70% disabled, which is pretty accurate, TBH. Yeah, so they let us go in 2013. Andrew did not get out of the Army until 2014 in November. I'm trying to think. So yeah, 2013 we get out of the Army. 2014 July, Andrew and Wynn get married. Yay, it's so cute. And then, but they're still like living long distance until Andrew gets out of the Army in 2014 November and then moves to Omaha to come live with us. And then you're still early. Yeah, we've only been knocking this for like 24 minutes. So being disabled is not a bad thing. No, it's super not. And it's like not something that anybody can help. You know, it's not like I woke up one day and was like, you know what would be great? Not being able to go up hills or flights of stairs or like do any kind of impact thing. I'm just gonna be disabled. Talking to Kim. So yeah, the rest of the year is kind of a blur. We started college in 2000. We started college in 2014 also. And then it took us 6 years to graduate just because we kept switching majors. Started out as a graphic design major, so took a bunch of art classes. Met a lot of really cool people who we're still friends with. But again, we're like, art degree equals difficult to get a job equals we don't want to do that. So then we spent a semester as a physics major because physics is really cool. But we suck at physics. Turns out. So then we switched to geology major, and that's what we ended up doing. And we graduated in 2018. Tried to go for our master's. Chemistry, organic chemistry was a nightmare. Decided it is not a good time for that. And then stopped and started doing, oh, thank you. It's all in your head is the most heard statement of the last decade from us. Yeah, no, that sucks. And I'm sorry. Like, but like, isn't that funny? And like, it's all in your head. Like, yeah, because that's where my brain is. It's like if you had a broken arm and they're like, stop complaining, it's all in your arm. And you're like, yeah, that's the point. We do not have a geology job, just because there's not a lot of geology to be had in eastern Nebraska. And the jobs that we did apply for were very much big boys clubs. And we got talked down to so much. Like, there was one interview that we went to where they were like, we were like, hey, we love working outside. We've been in the military. We did like 3 weeks at a time out in the field doing heavy stuff and like research and whatever. And he kept being like, you know, you will have to work outside in the heat, right? We're like, yeah, we just explained that we enjoy that. And then they're like, well, the wheelbarrows are also really heavy, but I bet the boys will be happy to help you with the heavy wheelbarrows. And like, we were like, are you kidding me? We did contact HR for that company because we're like, this is a joke. Like, you cannot treat us this way. No. But yeah, so right now we're working at a board game store and YouTube. Those are our 2 jobs, but it's really great. Like, it's a very good, both jobs are really nice. I like them both. Happy New Year, okay, bye. Favorite board game? A lot of them. I like Tiny Towns. It's a relatively new game. You like organize blocks in a certain way to try to build a little town. Wait, is Julie on here? I saw someone say Miss Julie. Oh, no, you're just saying that we work with Miss Julie. Yes! Julie is the best. Julie is, like, one of the coolest human beings that ever existed. Congrats on being a Pokemon professor, Kim Kim. Thanks! It's really great. I got to do a, actually, can I show off real quick? It's dumb. It's very dumb. Give me 1 second. I'm running. I'm going quickly. Ah! Okay, I'm back. I am so stupidly proud of this. Look at this. Look at this. Judge. It's like, it's an official Pokemon Judge polo that I wear when I'm judging tournaments. And I'm so proud of this shirt. Like, I don't know. I know it's silly. I know it's silly. It's a card game, but just like, I'm a Pokemon judge and I have the official thing to say so. What do you do as a Pokemon judge professor? So Pokemon professor / judge, you can host a Pokemon League, which means that like if people come and play the Pokemon card game at your league events, they can get special things and promos. It also means that I'm capable of judging events, so like tournaments and whatever. So I know all the rules of the Pokemon game. Isn't Pokemon a computer game? I mean, it's a video game, but it's also a card game. Pokemon is basically my life too, if you couldn't tell. I have currently spent the last week just like mindlessly riding back and forth on my bike in Pokemon Shield because I want to hatch a shiny Gothita. I haven't got one yet, but I will someday. Do you consider doing a video of some of the card game rules? I don't know how much that would go. Abby Clemens? Hold up, hold up. Are you the Abby Clemens I think you are? Like, one that I know from my first college? Because if so, hi, I love you. If not, you have the name of a very cool person I know. Pinata and Dissociated are engaged. Yeah, no, I've been following that, and I'm super, super happy for them. Like, no, unfortunately. Oh, well, Abby Clemens, I love your name. Yes, I do have the Masuda method. I have a foreign ditto with really awesome specs, and it's still not working. Somebody asked a question, and I started to answer it. Hold on. Oh, yeah, the engagement. No, I'm really, really super happy for them. And, like, I know that immigration sucks in both directions, but I believe that these guys have the spunk to figure it out. Am I transgender? No? I cis. But yeah, no, I feel like they're figuring it out. And I did see that, like, Nan proposed to Nin, which, cute. But Nin also was going to propose to Nan. Like, they posted something on their... And can I just say, like, that's adorable? Like, oh my god. The idea of them both proposing to each other is just, like, very good stuff. And that is the last of my coffee. So hopefully it gets me through. Brothers are being tackled by doggos. Oh no. People who act masculine aren't always trans. Do I act masculine? I think of myself as pretty feminine. I don't know. Any shows you like? Yeah, a lot. Oh god. He was always able to be out when tournaments are happening. If I'm not, then Winter Daniel covers for me, but it's a positive thing for me, so like it's really easy for me to come out because like I get really excited when Pokemon happens. Shows I'm watching right now. I just finished Hilda, which is a cartoon on Netflix that's very wholesome and good. Someone says, sorry for the repetition. Don't apologize. Do the same comment over and over and over again until I see it if you have a question. I'm not seeing all the questions that come by because I'm on my phone and so like my screen's this big. Reincarnated as a Slime. I haven't watched any of the new ones. We've got DuckTales is what I'm watching now. I'm very into like cartoons and anime. I don't like a lot of like regular shows, like, you know, live action TV shows, just because a lot of them are depressing. And like life's depressing enough, so why would I want to do that with my TV time? I did watch, we do have a troll. Hold on, let me block him. Can I do that from my phone? Put this user in timeout. Yeah, that's an option. Grand Tour. Andrew watches Grand Tour. I watched The Good Place. I really like The Good Place because it's just silly enough and like unrealistic enough that, you know, I could enjoy it. But like, I tried watching Mr. Robot. You guys suggested I watch Mr. Robot, but God, that show is depressing. Just like, I got 3 episodes in and I was like, I need a break. Like, I can't do this. So yeah, I watch a lot of anime. I watch We Can't Learn is really fun. Animal Mask is really fun. I don't know if that's the actual name of the anime, but what other stuff have we been watching this season? Orisuke. I watched a lot of harems this season, but they're like funny tongue-in-cheek style harems. So, how have you dealt with the holidays? Ooh, ooh, holidays suck. We're trying very much to like. We're trying to enjoy the holidays. We're trying to enjoy the holidays, but it's hard. Wynn ended up not being able to spend Christmas with her family because she got triggered and I got pushed out, which like super didn't want to, but I did. So I spent holidays with the fam. Like it wasn't terrible. It's just like so much past stuff makes it really hard to enjoy present stuff, even if like the present is okay, because there's just a lot of baggage. Basically just wintertime sucks. But that's okay. Steven Universe. I tried getting into Steven Universe, you know, didn't really, Eurocamp is very good. That actually got us really excited for camping. It sucks that we're in the US because we can't go camping by ourselves. Because it's not safe, because we're a female. But yeah, so we like do little holiday stuff at home. Like November 1st, boom, went and got a Christmas tree. You know, so like if it's like in the privateness of the apartment, we can do holiday stuff. Promise Neverland was really good. It is sad, but it's also really inspiring, and I'm really looking forward to season 2 when that's coming out. I actually still have my Christmas tree up. I need to get rid of that. What state are you in? Nebraska. And I don't know any place in the US where it is safe to be alone at night as a woman. Sorry. I just don't feel like that is accurate. Yeah, Wynn celebrated Yule. She doesn't have any, like she doesn't have anybody to celebrate with, but she did like a little private ceremony with her, you know, meditation and gods and whatever. Somebody said, did you guys save the unboxing stuff for Christmas? Were there more like Christmas presents? There was, we did get a really awesome Christmas card. Yes, you can send witchy stuff. Hell yeah. We got like a family Christmas photo from somebody, which was really, really sweet. Hopefully that video will be up to date too. Basically, as soon as we get done with this live stream, I'm going to edit everything and hopefully have it up later today. Favorite magical girl anime is, I just said I don't like depressing things, but Madoka Magica. My brother gave me a bunch of his Pokemon cards that are mostly from 1999. That's pretty cool. I don't know how Ruby, I haven't seen Ruby. I don't know how much Pokemon cards retain their value, but it's still pretty cool. Dealing with a new split of a persecutor. I don't super feel comfortable giving advice like that because we don't know your whole situation. How's Wynn's family with DID system stuff? So immediate family is really good. Mom, dad, brothers. Her mom, dad, and brothers are like real cool about it and have been trying to get to know all of us independently and stuff. The rest of the family is pretty heavily in denial. But just like, you can't win every battle. And the people who matter are going to make the effort. And the people who don't make the effort don't matter. The video with Wynn's parents is good. Yeah, I really appreciate that they took the time to do that. Like, that was not an easy thing for them to do. So, yeah. I think it's really powerful because it shows, like, I want it to be a resource for family members who are having trouble coming to the terms with, like, a child or something, having DID. Do we consider Wynn's family our family? No. No one in the system considers Wynn's family their family. Those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind. Yes. Favorite Pokemon starter? Charmander? How many altars are there? I think 12. We're kind of doing a recount. Love this channel. Oh, thank you. What do you think about other types of systems? I don't understand the question. DID and OSDD are very diverse, so there are like lots of systems, like different types of systems. I don't understand. Team Pinata has a village. Yes, actually, Team Pinata's channel has a lot of, like, they have fantastic resources, like videos on persecutors, like, because the journey that they had to take with Risk, and then when Risk integrated with Evan, like they have a couple really, really solid videos about dealing with persecutor protectors and how to, you know, bridge your relationship with them. So definitely check out their channel for stuff like that. Been sending family to your channel, tell them about DID. Thank you so much for all you do. Oh, yay, yay. I hope that it goes well and that they're cool about it. If they're not right away, you know, give it some time because it can be a process to kind of accept stuff like that. But like I said, if they care, then they'll come around. So it took a little bit for Wynn's family. So, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into that topic. We've gotten into that topic. If you want to know our feelings on that topic, go watch the System Pride Day live stream. But that's not something we're ever going to touch again. Is the baby static changing too? I don't know. I don't know. There have been changes, and like ever since Jessica did or did not fuse, I don't know, like, I don't know. And just wanted to say that you guys have been an inspiration to our system. You show unbelievable amounts of mindfulness and compassion. First YouTubers we watch. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the baby. I have limited communication to everybody in the system right now. Like, everything's been really foggy and disjointed since like 2 days ago. So. Sorry, things are going so fast. There's one person who goes through a bad childhood, develops deep, but another wouldn't. So, there are a lot of factors that go into DID, and inconsistent attachment is one. So like if two people are experiencing very similar traumas, but one of them has been taught to believe in themselves more than the other, like from whatever external, like a cartoon that they watched, I don't know, then, you know, they might have enough of like an attachment to something to not develop DID, but inconsistent attachment, meaning the thing that you are attached to sometimes hurts you and you cannot predict if it's going to be good or bad, then that is one of the primary causes of DID. So if you are able to find consistent attachment, even if other things are not consistently attached to, it lowers your chances of having DID. Did that make any sense, what I just said? Have y'all had any persecutor? Yeah, we've had persecutor protectors. Mistletoe was that. But she fused with Kit, and so now it's not an issue. Yay! Resources about dealing with imposter syndrome? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Favorite legendary Pokemon? Oh, oof. Probably gonna have to go old school and say Articuno. No, I lied. Latios and Latias. They're very good. They're very good dragons. Dealing with thoughts that you might be faking DID, OSDD. Everybody who has DID feels like they are faking DID. Like, everybody. I don't know a single system who is not like, but what if I'm faking though? Like, that's a really normal part of DID because we have been challenged, like, we've been taught not to believe our reality by the people who hurt us. And so not believing our reality is part of what's going. My alters are faking DID. Haha, yeah. Like, Wynn would go through to like be like, oh my God, maybe I'm faking. Maybe this isn't real. I'm having anxiety. Somebody else front. We're like, we can't not be real and then also front. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's just part of having the disorder, is not believing that you have the disorder. It takes time. Who's this? It's Kim Kim. You have a new fictive and you don't want him in your head. Tough, he's there. You gotta get over that, my dude. Like, he's there. Reach out to him. Let him know he's welcome. Leave a notebook out if he wants to communicate with you guys. You know, you can't. Stuffing an altar down is only gonna make things worse. Were you only aware of Abigail when she suddenly fronted the other day? Yeah, no one was aware of her before that. Everyone is into Pokemon in their system to a certain degree. Some of us care less, but nobody hates it. Are you interested in spirituality as well as psychology? Yeah, so like Win and Kit are super into the spiritual stuff. Like they're into like witchy shit and astrology and like all that jazz. So like they're all about the spiritual stuff. I think it's cool. Like, I don't know if I believe in it, but I think it's really interesting. Daniel's into spiritual stuff to a degree. Like, we're kind of all hit and miss on it, but like I'm Kim Kim. Kit and Win are like really, really into that stuff. Can just disorganized attachments over a long period of childhood cause? Yes, because disorganized attachment is a trauma. Like, so yes. M discovered me thanks to you. I'm glad that M discovered you, and I'm glad that we could help. Legit, OMG, there was a meme that was like, what if I'm faking DID, alter? I'm legit having a conversation with you right now. Yeah, right? Is it normal for alters to have different physical abilities than another alter? Yeah, no, that's totally normal. Like if somebody can't move an arm or a leg, like that's a psychological thing. Like some people, yeah, that's normal. Can you give your cat pets for us? Yes, I will give the cats pets for you. Does the system experience sensory anxiety? Like sensory overloads? Like, yeah. Slowly increasing noise, like volume or slowly increasing volume or like intensity of something freaks us out. Like if there's like a hum, like feedback, right? Feedback, and it's like starts out as like a hmm, and then like it keeps looping and it slowly builds. Like, oh boy, if you want to see us freak out, do something like that. Like, I don't know why the slow build is too much for us, but it is. I probably shouldn't be talking about that. Oh well. Do we have OCD? No. I'm glad I'm not the only one who hates the slow builds of noise. Best forums or way to talk with the community? I don't have an answer to that. I'm sorry. We're not a part of any of the communities online, except for the Entropical Fish community. So if you watch our new video, or the relationships video, or who is the interest piece? As of last week, we're gonna go with last week. There's Win, Daniel, myself, Kit, Jonathan, Jacob, Ed, Oz, Lido, Jessica, and 2 littles. That is of last week. We are doing a recount. We are still trying to figure out what the heck is going on with our system right now because there have been changes and everything's shaken up and we don't have great communication with each other right now. And so like we'll keep you guys updated. We know we have Abigail, so that's something. Recounts are always interesting journey. Yeah, right? Video is lagging. I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix that. How'd you find the therapist you vibed with? So we started going to a childhood trauma survivor like group, and there was a therapist who ran that, and we really clicked with her, and we were like, hey, do you have room for a new patient? And she did. So Pine's Kim Kim is fronting to a key for when people ask. Yeah. Does each altar have a different level of physical strength? We haven't really tested that, so I don't know. Oh, Kitty in the background. Yeah, we'll go Missy Liza. Missy Liza, I love you. I love you. Is Wynn considered an altar too? Yeah, everybody in the system is an altar. Female altar addressing the body with passive influence from male help. I mean, rock the androgyny. Androgyny is cool. No systems that have formed from the trauma of chronic emotional neglect. Disorganized attachment is more socially developed with DID. How do you deal with dysphoria in the body? That's a great question. Cosplay. Cosplay is what helps me. Or like drawing myself. Anything that can like help me visualize something that isn't this body. I keep losing my train of thought. I feel really floaty all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Who do we cosplay? A lot. I've cosplayed Macrophage from Cells at Work, Monokuma and Sakura Ogami from Danganronpa, Hazel from the Umbrella Academy. Who else have I cosplayed? I have a couple OCs that I cosplay because it's fun. I'm planning on doing more. Do you have a binder for the boys? Nope, we do not. Pit Cruise, focus on not the body. That's very good. Do you like Sailor Moon? Yeah, no, Sailor Moon's pretty awesome. I like it a lot. Cosplay yourself? I have done that. I do have a Kim Kim cosplay. What are the system views on the new hair? So everybody loves the new hair except for Wynn. Now that it's getting like a little bit longer, she likes it more, but we're gonna like grow it out to like shoulder length. That's kind of what we came to terms with, because I like it because I can wear a wig cap a lot easier than I could with the long hair. Kit likes it so much that she cut her hair in the inner world to match this style, and obviously the boys like it because they can style it in like an androgynous or masculine way, and feel more like themselves. But Wynn is just like, I miss my long hair so much. I don't feel pretty. So yeah, we're gonna do this, and that's gonna be. Kit sounds adorable. I mean, she is. You're not wrong. Has memory recall? I basically just listen to the other guys tell the story and then try to relate the story as exactly word for word as they did. That's actually something that our system has gotten, like, that was one of our defense mechanisms and continues to be one of our defense mechanisms, is being able to repeat stories word for word with like the same words, same emotions as what we heard it. That way, whoever is out front can pretend to be whoever was out front before, and like we can pretend we know things that we didn't. Like, we needed to do that a lot in high school, because there was just a lot of switching, and so we got really good at just like parroting each other. Do you like thermodynamics? Yeah, I mean, we're the entropy system, so definitely. Hello, welcome, it is Kim Kim. Thanks for keeping this covered, guys. I am wearing shorts. I just realized I sat up and it looked like I wasn't, but I've got clothes on. Have to go to work, good live stream. Have a good day at work, Autumn. I have the issue of not wanting to self-diagnose. I mean, then don't. If you don't want to self-diagnose, don't. Just be like, okay, these are the things that I'm experiencing. I don't have a diagnosis, but I know that these experiences are real. And if you find that your experiences are similar to people with OSD or DID, it's okay to talk about your experiences with them. You don't need a label in order to be valid. So if you don't feel comfortable putting a label on yourself, just don't. Can you all mimic women's voice? We did a video about that, actually. And yeah, we can. I don't, because I just don't want to. I don't feel okay trying to pretend to be anybody I am other than myself. Because I already have the issue of like feeling like I'm not real enough. So pretending to be Win makes me feel even less real. So I'm just not gonna do it. You're getting close to getting your diagnosis. Congratulations! Labels are for those who don't know what's on the inside. Yeah, I mean, labels can be cool because like labels, flags, whatever, ribbons can help you find your community. It makes it more obvious of like who your people are, but they're not necessary. Does a particular altar want to be out at midnight tonight? We have been so switchy. I don't know who's going to be out at midnight tonight. I have no idea. Like, my little steals all the good food. Yeah, anytime we try to eat cake, like gluten-free cake, cupcakes, sweets, the littles front, especially Michelle. I love Lido too. How can we get some Entry Me merch without a credit card? I don't know. Yeah, you gotta go, PayPal? Can you go through PayPal? I know you don't need a card for PayPal, you just need a bank account. We are sound asleep at midnight. Yeah. No, we probably will be too, let's be real. 8:15 in Scotland. It is 2:51 here. Do you have any advice for long waiting lists for therapy? No, we didn't have to do that. Cosplaying, oh my God. Okay, you're cosplaying Cynthia from Pokemon. Long wigs are a nightmare. When you are not wearing the long wig, braid that bitch. Or it will just be tangled and you'll have to cry every day trying to untangle it. Braid it. Drop a long haul live stream when you celebrate the new year. Oh, Jesus. I'm not going to go that long. Prepared a card from Walmart or something. Gotta run. Okay, bye, Emma. Thank you for teaching us about DID. It is our pleasure to be able to do this. For real though, like, shit. High key, if I switch on camera, this live stream is not gonna get saved because we don't like to switch on camera, but fuck. I'm trying really hard not to. I'm showing my age, but if it's a short answer, what is cosplay? Cosplay is just like you dress up in costume of a character that you like. So you get wig and makeup and everything. And yeah, it's just dressing up in costumes. Costume play is what it's short for. Advice for a mother who's avidly denying that we have autism, but therapist thinks that we should. Parents are tough. Like, can you draw System Pride stuff as an ally? Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, no, parents are tough. A lot of them find themselves in denial because when they were pregnant or whatever, they had this idea of what a perfect family would be. Shoshi, I love you. Thank you for the dollars. Guys, go, like, you want some great meditative stuff to do, like, if you want something to play in the background or if you like art. Shoshi is the coolest mini painter ever. Her stuff is so realistic because she did, like she's been educated in classic art, so like watching her paint minis is the coolest thing ever. So if you guys like have an extra 2 hours, go watch her streams. They're very good. Yeah, I think if I switch, I'm just gonna like duck off camera real quick. But yeah, no, I'm sorry that your parents are believing you have autism. It's tough. I don't have any advice for that because we didn't figure out the whole parent thing until we moved out. Indraby has awesome videos on that. Awesome videos on what? Is DID what it looks like on the big screen? Oh yeah, we have the media videos. Love to everyone in your system. Thank you, Fox's Tidbits. Thank you. Thanks for bringing that up in a vid. Yeah. Don't even remember what I was saying anymore. Shit. I don't even know who's closer if I'm just dissociating. Oh god, my armpits are so sweaty. Also, high key, I'm sweating a lot because I'm gonna dissociate. Oh my god. Do you have water? Anything else to drink near? No. Yes! Look, water bottle happened to be right by the couch. That's convenient. Cringy potatoes, you're trans. That's good. I'm glad you are comfortable with your identity. Yeah, Stitch, I already answered your question. I said I'm not going to do it. What are your thoughts on maladaptive daydreaming and schizophrenia, the difference? Yeah, like huge difference. Maladaptive daydreaming means you can't stop from daydreaming. Schizophrenia is the addition and taking away of common traits like hearing things, seeing things, feeling things, and then like taking away like not having facial expressions and stuff. So like not even the same. Videotapes a username that shows your age. Oi, I grew up on VHS. Leave me alone. Nothing wrong with having videotapes. Kimberly M, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Videotape is saying offensive things. Great. I haven't seen it, so but if it, because I've got Top Chat coming up, so none of videotape stuff have come through. But if I see it, I'll block it. Sorry about the trolls, guys. Trolls will troll. It's just gonna happen. VHS is where it's at. Oh my god, we watched The Lion King VHS so many times that it warped. So like the scene where Rafiki is going up and like he catches the stuff and he smells it and he's like, Simba's alive! And you know, makes the thing like it's completely warped out, so like it'll like be gray mess and then it'll come in and then gray mess and come in. Like I remember that very vividly. Oh, now the comments have just stopped altogether. Oh, there we go. Orange VHS, yeah, throwing back with the rug, the Nickelodeon. Am I okay? I'm just like I'm a little floaty. We've been really switchy lately because of all the changes in the system. That's just part of the thing. Do we have Disney Plus? Yes, we have. Have we watched every episode of The Mandalorian? Yes, we have. Watched Finding Nemo so many times. Little Rascals VHS before they got bought out. Yep. Favorite Disney movie? Aladdin. Definitely. Like, animated Aladdin. Obviously not the new Aladdin. Hey, you know what? It's okay if you've never watched a VHS tape. Just don't call me old for having had a VHS tape. Yeah, guys, don't feed the trolls. That just makes them happy. Best thing you can do with trolls is ignore them, because then they wither away and die. Honestly, I'm glad we don't have VHS anymore, because, like, nobody rewound them. Every single time you would have to go, like, go to Blockbuster, get the VHS, pull it up, be like, oh, it's the very middle of it, gotta rewind it. I know I can report and block the trolls, but they're not coming up on Top Chat, so thank goodness. But yeah. Stitch, you're good. If you didn't hear the answer, that's fine. Live action Lion King, it sucked. Like, the animation quality was amazing, but like the songs were replaced with like Be Prepared. He just talked a couple of, like, spoke a couple of the lines and then called it good. It's like, if you're gonna cast somebody playing one of the most iconic Disney songs, cast somebody who can sing. Jesus. Do we have an opinion on the Cats movie? I'm not gonna go see the Cats movie. I've heard so much about it. I've seen the scene where, what's her face? The heavier blonde comedian rips off her skin and has a dress and more skin underneath it, and I'm just like, oh God. Like, the Cats musical is very good. We had a, speaking of VHS, we had a VHS of the Broadway production, and it's so good. It's bizarre and surreal as it should be. It's a bunch of poems that were looped together in a plot, and the plot is that all the cats are competing to go to heaven in a spaceship. Like, so it's a silly, surreal thing, but the like the costumes were amazing, the dances are amazing, like it's really cool to watch. And then the movie came out. Like, the first time I saw the trailer, I was pissed. I was like, why would you go all CGI when everything about Cats is that makes it wonderful is the dancing and the costumes. You're taking away both of the realism of those things. And then I found out that it is just such a hot mess. But yeah, so I'm high-key pretty pissed about that, because Cats is really good, and now the majority of the world is just going to see Cats as this wreck. Cats got a 19%. I'm surprised that it got that much. And then it got released with, like, the stuff wasn't done, the effects weren't done. What? Happy New Year, Caitlin. Hollywood can't make great movies anymore. I mean, they can, they just don't, is the thing. Like, there are really good movies that come out. Knives Out was brilliant. It's just that, yeah, they can, they just don't. Sorry, nope, it's still Kim Kim. Okay. Very big fan of the original Cats, yeah. I like Bollywood movies. I think they're very fun. I really like the dancing and the artistic representations and stuff. Little Women, I want to see that one. Is your system co-conscious? I feel like someone's close, but I don't know who. Last time I went to see this movie in the theaters was Lord of the Rings. Good gravy. So we have 220 people watching right now. That's awesome. What If It Works? Yeah, we did a video review on What If It Works, actually. Like, representation of DID, amazing. But we can't recommend it to anybody because the representation for OCD is trash. It's just the most over-the-top garbage. So, like, you can't win. Going to see Bombshell tonight? Oh man, I don't have the patience for that. Like, Fox News pisses me off. We're big horror movie fans. Wynn and I are huge horror movie fans. Favorite meal of all time? I will say that my, like, go-to meal when I'm, like, not feeling happy is Cane's. Cane's chicken. We have to do it without the breading, obviously. Have you ever played Sword and Shield? I bought both and played through both, and yeah. Favorite horror movie? Oh, that's difficult. I really, really liked the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Did you see the one who made Get Out after that. Yeah, so Get Out was amazing. And then the next one was Us, and he really missed it on that one. Like he said, because he's making statements with his movies. Get Out obviously addressed racism. Us was supposed to address classism, but he did it real badly and kind of ended up flipping the script and making you hate the people who you were supposed to be rooting for, according to him. And I was just like, oh. Plus, it just, like, I don't know. It didn't. I didn't like it. But he's coming out with another one that looks really, really good. I can't remember the title. So he's got a 50-50, you know. So far, his track record's 50-50 with us. So hopefully the new one is really good. Did I enjoy the new Star Wars? Yes. Was it perfect? No. Is it stupid to try to ask somebody to make a perfect movie? Yes. It was fun. I had fun watching it. I had fun remembering it. I'm probably going to see it in again. And that's what makes a fun movie for me. So, haters, back off. Although I will say I do absolutely love reading the tweets from Jenny Nicholson as she just absolutely rips into the movie. The only reason that I like it is because I know that she's just as obsessed with Star Wars as I am, and she definitely like still loves it. But her job is to, burn movies. So a lot of the systems, the Star Wars made them really switchy and blurry. Yeah, there is some stuff that, I mean, no spoilers, but there are some scenes that definitely express co-consciousness in a really trippy way. Haunting of Hill House, very good. Least favorite horror movie? Slender Man. That movie was so bad that they had to have done that on purpose. What's my favorite anime? I'm going to say either Yuru Camp or Recreators. I have not seen In the Tall Grass. Sorry, Axolotl. Yeah, no, I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. Do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster? No. Have you seen the Supernatural series? I stopped watching that because it got too silly for me. No hate to anybody who likes it. I think it's great if you like it. I just don't anymore. Favorite horror game? The newest not Silent Hill, geez. The Resident Evil, the one where you're in the house. It's very good. In the Tall Grass is a horror movie on Netflix. Ooh, I'm gonna check that out. What is your number one goal for 2020? Number one goal for 2020. Reach 100K. That's the number one goal. Oh, the It movies are really good. Oh my God. Wynn made a video about it like the day after we saw it. She was like, this is a perfect analogy for trauma processing. And then made him film a movie about it. Or a video about it and posted it. Didn't do well because, go figure, an audience of trauma survivors isn't going to want to see the scary murder clown video. But yeah. Yeah, I really want to reach 100K so I can get one of those like silver plaques that YouTube sends you. That'd be pretty cool. Clowns are a big trigger for our system. Yeah, exactly. Clowns are a big trigger for a lot of systems. So like, I don't know why she thought that video would do well. Estimate how much anime we've watched. Ooh. I mean, definitely upwards of 100 shows. Be both an ANP and an ENP? Yeah, Win is that. Ed from Multiplicity in Me is an ANP and an EP. An EP just means you're a trauma holder, but you can still be an ANP even if you're a trauma holder. Yeah, I guess I'm floaty. I'm super floaty, and I can't. Oh, what is A&P? I'm going to explain that real quick. EP is emotional part. AP is an apparently normal part. Emotional part is a part that was created as the result of trauma and holds like trauma memories and flashbacks and stuff like that. And A&P is a part that has like a 3D personality and functions as an entire human being. So like, yeah, so like Win has PTSD stuff, but is also a 3D human being. So in the system, she is both an A&P and an EP. I don't hold trauma stuff, so I am an A&P, and that's it. There are a lot of EPs who are fragments. That just exist like in a moment. Like there are a lot of littles in various systems that are fragments that are a child who is just caught in that moment in time, and just really exists as that, just as a trauma holder. So that is an EP that is not an A&P. Multiplicity in Me is going to do a video on that soon, I think. If they already have, I don't think they already have. I'm not sure, but it's on their list. With BPD, on Dissociated's channel, she does a video with Nan from Pinata System, who has BPD. You should check that out. All right. That's got to be it for me. I'm so sorry. I don't want to switch on camera, and the idea of being this spacey is really stressing me out and making me need to switch more. So I'm gonna give you guys lots of love. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you for, you know, having this last live stream of the year. Everybody you know, I'm glad you made it through 2019, and we're all gonna make it through 2020 together too. You guys, take care. Bye. Boop.